Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions taking on Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06, welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red.
Watch the run,
Let's go.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports.
Come on, set. Yellow, 43.
Come up the ball hard.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Jacobs. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josh Jacobs punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And his task in this situation is making sure that his team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the second quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Seven's a Mike. Mike 7. Hey, D-line, let's keep it.
On third down, here's Gibbs. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's fourth down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Love being chased out left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
14's moving. Single, I got a single in the slot.
Goff now to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 3rd and 2.
All day, dog.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Ready.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Set, go.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Fights through and now a crease. He leaps over him. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 7-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Jacobs. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. And so they run it in on the two-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for two. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
To throw is Goff.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Throwing on third, Goff. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0.
Here we go.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
46 to Mike, 46.
Let's go.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he has a Packer first down, and that should be the one that finishes the script.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.